Alrighty, hello everyone. Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hope you guys are doing good. Ass. A voice inside my ass. A voice inside my ass. Voice inside my ears. The face is still there, of course. Inside my ass. Oh my god. Okay. Voice inside my ass. Yeah, okay, so somebody was wondering, what is this? What is it then? What do you think? What do you think it is? Hmm? It's a booba. Of course it's a booba. Alright, I gotta draw a heart here real quick actually. There's like not a lot of pixel density here though, that's the only problem, so I'm not sure if this is actually possible. Ooh. Oh shit, dude. What a song. Oh, it says baptized in a river. What the fuck? I just realized it. It's a very Christian song, actually, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, like. How am I doing? Not bad, not bad. How are you doing? I feel like shit. this slightly bigger now then. Touch soldering iron with my finger. I'm okay, I guess. You gotta be careful, buddy. I really like how you're like interested in a bunch of different stuff, Skull. You remind me when I was younger, like a month ago. Did you get your soldering station? You want to know something very funny, Skull? Something like... Very old one? Yeah. Like, usually the cheap ones are not that good. Let me find if I can find this. So, like... I was on the market for buying, soldering irons. Like a while ago. Let me see if I can find it. So, there was an auction for this one soldering iron set. And it was a very expensive one. Like, I looked it up. It was like $500 or something, shit like that. It's a professional set with like table and everything. Show hidden, maybe? Let me see if I can find it. So what I'm saying is that I won it on auction for $17. I'm trying to find a picture of it. I'm trying to find... Purchases? $2025. All purchases. Okay. Oh, it's not showing me. Because I won the auction, but I never paid for it. I told the guy, do you really want to sell it for $17? And then he just canceled it. Oh, returns and cancels. Oh, I found it. I'll show it here. See right here? Microscope, Meiji, and 2 Hako FM soldering. $17 right here. Order total. And I made him cancel it. I made him cancel it. Here's the... can I see the original? Oh, I can't see the original. But like there's two... Yeah, okay, so he was selling this whole setup. So this is like a micro soldering glasses, right? So you can like look through the fucking lenses and, you know, like this thing... This whole table, basically, $17. But I told him to cancel it. Why canceling it? So the problem is not that I got it for 17 bucks. Getting this thing to Georgia would cost me around 200 bucks, if not more. And I just, like, I don't need it. Because if I got this to Georgia, I would have to pay $9 per kilogram. And all of these things are very heavy, right? You know that, right? Like, this whole thing probably is around like 30 to 40 kilogram, maybe 30 kilo. Okay, let's say roughly like 20 kilograms. Even 20 kilograms would cost me 180 bucks. And the problem is, ain't nobody's gonna believe that I bought this. Actually, they would believe that I got it for $17 because I have the receipts, right? But yeah, this whole set, it's a like, he even had it here. It's $1,000 set. It's $1,000 set. I got it for 17. Time for a car trip. Yeah, in US, right? I mean, the thing is, like, if I was like into like professional soldering, I would have gotten it. I would have gotten it because it's such a good fucking deal. This whole thing for $17. I mean, holy shit, dude, right? Microscope, Meiji, and 2 Hako FM here. Hako FM soldering. So there were 2 of these, by the way. 2. They're 500 bucks each. $500 each. And it's also like this whole thing, right? Microscope Meiji. Can I see microscope Meiji? How much is that? Oh yeah, these things are super fucking expensive, right? They are like hella fucking expensive. Here, let's see like something like similar. Products. Dude, maybe I should have gotten it, dude. Fucking A, dude. I would have at least resold it here, right? Just bring it here, resell it here. Yeah, like this shit is like... Where can I see like how much it is though? Get a quote. Oh no, you have to actually like buy it. Oh yeah, so they vary from 125 for basic monocular models to 9,000 for advanced phase contract systems. Monocular is like single monocle, you understand that, right? And this is like double, so this is like a proper fucking thing. Holy shit, dude. Maybe I should have gotten it. Maybe I should have gotten it, dude. Like, this whole setup for $17 is insane, right? Here it is. Where is it? Damn, I fucking hit it. Fine. I mean, you saw that I had it for 17, right? Purchases. Okay, right here. There. $17. Order total $17. Not even 17. 17. 17. The only problem it would have been, it would have probably cost me another $200 in shipping. Just 1,000 here because this was the buyout price, basically. But alright, anyways, it's literally free, sorta. It's funny because I just needed them for I needed it for like Switch micro soldering, because I was doing like the hack on the Switch, and you need like micro soldering for it. So I was looking for like some micro soldering stuff, and I found that one. I ended up buying something cheaper because I didn't need like anything crazy. But maybe I should have gotten that. Even if I wouldn't use it, I would still be able to resell it here for good fucking money. I got horny after watching the offer. It was not even an offer, by the way. That was not an offer. I won the auction for $17. So that's not even an offer. Usually the offer is like they can decline it, obviously. So it's not an offer. That was like me winning the auction for $17. Shit, maybe I should have actually gotten it though. Oh well. It is what it is. Also, I think I made a mistake by twisting this, so I have to untwist them now. Oh. Pelmeni. Pelmeni. You guys like pelmeni? Come on. Come on. Fellas. Hip hoppers. Any hip hoppers in the chat? Keep rolling. Keep rolling, chat. Gosh, were you telling me to get that set up? I don't remember. I think you were telling me to get it, right? You were like, for that price, might as well. Dude, this is why I like eBay. I'm the deal master, dude. I'm getting that good deals, dude. See, like, my grandma was half Ukrainian, half Greek. And as we know, there's like a lot of Jewish people with in Ukraine. It makes sense. Makes sense, right? Car trip from Georgia to US? No, you can't, dude. You know how far US is for a car trip? Are you fucking insane? Wait. I'm literally gonna ask Grok. It is possible with like a raft, right? Let's see. Is it possible to take a car trip from Georgia, the country, to USA? Including taking the boat, but it only has to be by land or water, how long it will take, and what's the general route. Let's see. It's not possible. Atlantic Ocean, which separates Europe and Eurasia. I understand it, but like I thought, wait, you wanna tell me there are no like boats that go like from Europe to US? Wait, there are no boats that go from here to here? Really? I thought there are some boats that go from this side to that side. What the hell? What the fuck is this, dude? Is this water? Is underwater like mountains and shit? Yo, dude. Yo, there's gonna be like a whole ass island here soon, dude. Dude, we gotta prepare. There's gonna be an update soon, guys. The new update is gonna drop. When the waters freeze or like aliens are gonna take them or whatever the fuck, we're gonna have like a new island right in the middle, dude. Right here. It's gonna be the new expansion. Holy schmoly, new expansion is coming out, boys. And then we're gonna have like boats coming from here to here and then from here to there. That's crazy. But yeah, I still can't believe there's no boats going from Europe to America, dude. What the fuck? Are cargo or private nowadays? Yeah. What about from like Sweden into Greenland? And then from Greenland into like Canada and then into US? Yeah, it's not possible, dude. The best you can do is probably like Russia, Alaska, United States. But is that even possible? I mean, it probably is. They have like some sort of like travel from here to there, right? Wales. Where's my whales at? Gotta get your balls frozen? Dude, freezing your balls is fine. Isn't there like a city somewhere like on the outskirts of Russia where it looks over at China? Is it here? Is this Russian land as well? Is there anyone living here, dude? What the fuck is this? Uh-huh. Can I drop my dude anywhere? Oh, here. What the fuck? Is this Russia, dude? I mean, it looks like Russia. I mean, it looks like... Oh my god, it is Russia. But it's like Russia on an island. What the fuck? You guys know of this Russia right here? Oh, it's a Petropavlovsk Kamchat. Oh my god. Buttfuck nowhere. Imagine living in buttfuck nowhere, dude. You just grow up here. Jesus. Yo, let's see how Alaska looks like. See how Alaska, like literally like any small city in Alaska. Here. Moses Point. Oh. No, man. Yo, dude, this ain't looking too bad. It's funny how like buttfuck nowhere in Russia looks fucking dog shit, but buttfuck nowhere in US, it's still pretty decent. Hell yeah, brother! Alaska cab! Garage service station? Okay. Enough of that. Geography lessons? Dude, like, regularly, like, looking at map and then just going through it is so fucking fun, you have no idea. And then finding out, like, some new places. Like, I bet, like, I've shown this on stream, like, actually multiple times before. But do you know about this place here in Africa? Here. Look at this place, dude! Isn't this place absolutely fucking insane? It has a name. It's VRChat structure. So the rumor is that like there used to be like actually water here before the climate change, and this used to be a big ass city. Because all of this like sort of like rainy shit, that's basically water, like rivers and shit. And this whole place is absolutely enormous. And this is like a alleged city of Atlantis. This shit right here. This shit is insane, bro. Actual city of Atlantis right here. There's another city right here. I need to get down there. Here's a fog crater. No, it's not. It's an actual thing. Like there's like a, like if you Google it, like you will see like there's a bunch of theories on this area basically. VRChat structure. If you Google this and images. Yeah, there's like a lot of rumors on this that it used to be like a city, like something like this basically. And there's something about like describing, some believe the VRChat structure is the lost city of Atlantis due to its circular shape, size, and location, matching Plato's description. Because in Plato's description, he said something about like how north of it, there's like mountains, something. However, scientists reject this theory as VRChat is a natural geological dome with no evidence of ancient urban ruins, and Plato's Atlantis is widely considered a fiction and allegory. Except maybe it's not. I mean, science has multiple times told us things that were not like real. So I call bullshit on that. Dinosaur crater fart. You're a dinosaur crater fart, bitch. Dinosaur. Or like dinosaur Kratos fart. Got it. Alright, pants. I mean, I'm making just pants, right? Let me ask them. I'm making just the pants, right? Or is there in right? Actually, before I continue, since this is like a finished base, let me save this as a base. Base. And then I'll do I don't know why you hate me. Mm. I'm waiting for an answer real quick, alright? I'm asking them about the bruh. Bruh. Loser, microphone abuser. Oh, why you wanna... Okay, we don't get an answer. Okay, let's make pence then. Bless you.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Bullshit. How long have you been making models? This one in particular? In general, I don't know, like 6-7 years, I guess. Maybe more. keep these pants like this because they don't really need anything else. Why not? One of those leggings type of jeans. Where are you? I'm trying. Mr. Rexlex, Mr. Rexlex, give me a dream, dum 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 dum. Make it as sweet as and I will be. Schmexlex. Schmexex. Actually, Dash, I was thinking about this actually. Like, remember how I said like the breakfast thing? Actually makes sense why he wouldn't make breakfast. Cause if he made her breakfast, then she would want to stay with him. He doesn't want that. He wants her to get the fuck out. So why the fuck would he make breakfast? You would only do that if the girl that you're, you know, with, like, you want something serious with her, right? You'd be like, oh, can I make you breakfast or something? But if you don't want to do that, why the fuck would you make her breakfast? That bitch is gonna just stay. She's gonna be like, oh wow, I could live like this. I could live like this. There's no YouTube chat? I'll add it, it's alright. There's YouTube chat. There you go. Where would one start? I'm sorry, I've been ignoring. YouTube. Not on purpose. Like, where would you start? Where would you start? What? Like 3D modeling, character modeling? Like what exactly? If you're still here, tell me and I'll answer you right away. What do you wanna do? Character modeling, 3D modeling in general. Character modeling. Okay. So if I were you and I knew completely nothing about Blender and I wanted to do character modeling, unfortunately there's no easy like a tip where you do it and like you get results right away. Something like 3D modeling and even character modeling, even something like this, which is like at first sight might not be anything hard because you don't actually have to sculpt anything or whatever the fuck, right? This is still like a long commitment and it requires you to be like commit yourself to doing this. And the way you can do it is like, well, you will have to start with basics. There is a channel and there are some I can recommend this one, for example. I don't have it in YouTube, but there. I can recommend you this YouTube video. Although it's outdated and it's for 2.8, nothing really changed in terms of fundamentals between 2.8 and any of the newer Blender versions. I would also recommend not going with the newest Blender version. Go with like any LTS version. I would personally recommend with going like 3.6, because again, the difference between like 3.6 or 4 point and then so on and so on is like, it's a very minimal difference. It's more so added features that you don't really need, to be honest. But that's something that you can figure out on your own as you learn how to 3D model, right? Because the fundamental of 3D modeling is pretty much the same everywhere. The only difference is, like, again, added features, especially in Blender, right? So start with that. Start with like fundamentals, right? And once you get through them and you get yourself accustomed to like 3D modeling software in general, you're more... Because the thing is, like, 3D modeling is almost like playing a game, right? Like whenever you start playing a game, right? Like my first instinct is, okay, how can I become good at this, right? And then once I become good at this, then I'm gonna like focus on like actually like doing the game better, right? Like if you played any games like Dark Souls or whatever the fuck, you always try to like get good at like the basic mechanics, right? The fundamental mechanics. So it's same with Blender, sort of. Like you're trying to get good at like fundamental mechanics, right? Of Blender. So get good at like fundamental mechanics, and then you can start doing like easy bosses, right? Easy bosses in this case would be doing not character modeling, actually, funnily enough, but doing like some sort of like general environments, like 3D environments. And my best advice for that would be channel called Polygon Runway. Polygon Runway. It's this channel right here, Polygon Runway. And I would recommend you this channel in particular because he has a lot of these videos where he makes like small, like 3D environments. In some of them, like he talks through him. In some of them, it's just a time lapse sort of. And why this time lapses or talk throughs are good is because like once you go through your fundamentals, right, and you understand like some basics about Blender, everything that you see here is just that. Is just your understanding of how to apply those fundamentals. And it's very simple. All you have to do is just like follow along and do exactly that he does. And if you don't really need anyone explaining you anything at this point, because this is the time where you have to figure out shit, right? A lot of 3D modeling is just figuring out shit. Okay? All you really need is like seeing like what buttons he clicks on the side, and that's pretty much it, honestly. So all it is like you figuring out shit. That's all 3D modeling is. And these sort of videos force you to get in that mindset of like, let me figure out this shit, right? A lot of 3D modeling is problem solving, and you need to learn to be a problem solver. And that's another thing, actually. Like, if by personality you're a whiny bitch, don't get into 3D modeling. That's not for you. It is really not for you. I'm being genuinely 100% honest about it. If you're a whiny bitch in real life, every time you get a problem, you start whining about it instead of like trying to figure out how to solve it, don't get into 3D modeling. It's not for you. Alright, that's about it. And then once you get all of like through all of that stuff, and then I didn't even say like where to start character modeling. Then you come to my stream. And there's plenty of videos on my channel, and then you can also watch my streams in particular. Because on my streams I pretty much do everything. Like from start to finish. So you can see like how the whole character modeling is done. The whole whatchamacallit process, and then you can just do the same thing here. Thanks for the recommendation. Yeah, you're welcome. Never whined for most of my life because I just accept that's how it is. The thing is, like, I used to be a whiner. When I was in early teens, I used to whine all the fucking time about doing stuff. And like every time I had to do something, go somewhere, I would always whine. I would always be lazy about it. And I don't know why, honestly. I don't know why I had that mindset, but I had a mindset of like a lazy piece of shit. But at some point, I figured out one thing. The thing is that like no matter whether I whined or not, I had to do those things anyways. So like the way I would always do things is like I would whine about it and I would do it anyways, right? And then at some point I figured out, why the fuck am I whining if I'm doing things anyways? So I just stopped whining. I told myself, what's the point of whining if I'm doing these things anyway? So I just stopped whining completely. Nowadays, if there's something that I have to do, it's a waste of time to whine about doing something. Just fucking do it. So that's what I do nowadays. I don't whine, I just do it. That's it. Literally all there is. Girl, Lerarex. Beep beep boop beep bop beep. Mine's sort of a Homo Sovieticus, but why whine about it? Just do it right away. I mean, I'm being rational about what I do, but it is true. Like, if you're a whiny bitch, but then you're doing things anyways, why whine? Just do it. The lazy part? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. The whole being lazy about things also, I killed it completely after I start playing WoW. I really fucking killed that inside of me, that being lazy about things once I stopped like playing WoW. Because like WoW took so much time from me. Like in general, like years. And don't get me wrong, like I don't regret it. I learned a lot through WoW, right? I probably learned a lot through WoW than I learned through my university, right? I learned a lot. I learned a lot about even economics, to be honest. I learned a lot about human behavior. I learned how to communicate with people. Like I learned my English through WoW. I learned like a lot of stuff, basic. A lot of like, you would think that like communicating is like not really a big deal, but it is a big deal. Communicating with a fellow human beings is one of the best skills you can have in life, I feel like. One of the top jobs that there are is literally about your ability to communicate with other human beings. One of the best paying jobs are about that. Think about it. It's literally about how you're able to communicate and make deals. That's all there is. The most I struggle with is clothing and hair. It's easier on sculpting than retopology after. Okay, so you're not even like at that level. Like, why not let me know about it? Why make me talk about all this crap and then you don't even need that shit, dude? Oh man. You see, like this is why I'm like cynical then. Like listen, like after this interaction, like next time somebody's gonna ask me that, I'm already gonna assume that they probably like know this, so why the fuck are you even asking me this? I genuinely fucking hate this. Like, why not just like inform me straight up, like at what level you are before asking me a goddamn fucking question? Whatever. It's always good to go. No, it's not. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you don't need any of this shit. You don't need any of the shit that I just told you. Like, legit, you don't need any of that shit. What do you mean it's good? It's literally not good for anything. Not good for perspective. Not good for, like, literally fucking anything. Stop it. Alright. It's whatever, honestly, but I fucking hate it so fucking much. You have no idea. What does? What do you mean? Oh. People giving advice type of thing? Yeah, maybe. It's right, short. At least like I'm gonna make a short out of it. Let me do a time frame. 1 1:30. But it helps me focus when I have your streams in the background instead of getting distracted on YouTube or launching games. Yeah. That's how it is. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a leak. Piss. Grab an apple, maybe. Be right back. What apple? I'm here. I'm here. I was just telling. I bought these apples that are like sort of like pink on the inside. I like it when it's pink on the inside, if you know what I mean. And like they sat on the table for like a while now. And now they're just super sweet. They were not this sweet when I bought them. Are you gonna share some of the apple? Hey, come to Georgia, dude. Outdoor shops are allowed to be open from 1 to 6. Oh yeah. Why specifically that time? It's the best time? Oh, I thought it was like a security concern or something like that. It's the best time. I haven't well, just be careful anyways if you're gonna go. You never fucking know. The full market. Am I making a shoe? Yeah. More like a flip flop, but yeah. What's the most liberty you took on a character design? I try not to do that actually. And there is a reason for that. Problem is like sometimes, and this is like something that I learned like many years ago working on one of the commissions. Problem is like whenever people are sort of giving you their liberty, free liberty to do whatever you want, that's not always true. They're not really doing that. Problem is like people usually have like some sort of vision of a character, and whenever they're coming to you with that vision of that character. But the problem is usually their vision and your vision is two totally different things. Like think about it, we're two different human beings, right? Absolutely two different human beings with absolutely different, sometimes similar experiences, right? But we think differently, we imagine things differently, our brains work totally fucking different. You do know that like there are no two human beings whose brains are working in the same manner, right? As far as like logic and comprehension and all of that stuff works, right? You do know that like we all essentially view world in our own very unique way, right? So the problem is whenever a person comes and says like, oh, you can have a liberty to do whatever you want with this character, the reality is that it's not that you have a liberty, it's more so that they have a vision of a character, and then they think that you are going to be able to do that vision of that character, right? That's the biggest fucking problem. The problem, the thing is like a lot of people don't understand this concept because they're not artists themselves, right? And they just don't understand how like this process is and how it works and all of that shit, right? So what ends up happening is that you do what you have envisioned for the character, but they have envisioned a totally different thing. And what happens in reality is that they simply do not like what you made. So I don't do that shit. I really don't. It's a time waste. Nobody's happy from the like. Let's say like this. Like, are there cases where somebody that did something like that, the person was happy with it? Sure, of course. There's gonna be plenty of cases like that, right? But those cases are rare. In most cases, it's either performative where the person says like, oh yeah, I'm so happy about it. They're not really happy about it. But nobody's gonna obviously say they're not happy about it, right? So it never works. It never works. It doesn't work for the person who commissioned it. It doesn't work for the person doing the commission. It's honestly like a lose-lose situation in 90% of cases, right? So I would rather not do that. I would rather not waste your time, and I would rather not waste my time, right? That's where I stand with it when it comes to like shit like that, basically. It's better to just say like an early no than to just regret it and then like keep fucking with that commission for fucking a while. Simple as that. Yeah, it's a really big trap idea of like having the liberty. It is a very big trap idea. I mean, no offense to the commissioner that I'm doing right now as well, but I'm in a similar... Actually, it's not a similar situation. It's way better. But it's similar in a sense where... like, the person envisioned that I would do this in a certain way. Actually, I don't know what the situation right now is, to be honest. I'm just gonna... But I have a hunch. I have a hunch that the person wanted something specific. And I don't know, maybe I'm not doing exactly what they wanted. Maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, I would always rather, that's why I only do stuff with proper concept arts. It's not a reference, a concept art. Meaning that like, it's a concept of a character, right? It's drawn out properly. All I have to do is like, just turn it into, like, figure out how it should be in 3D, right? And my job is just that, like figuring out how it should be in 3D. And that's hard, by the way. Like, figuring out how things should be in 3D, that's fucking hard. And make it, like, take a 2D image and then figure out how it should work in 3D space. Like, that's fucking hard, dude. Not the same. Not the same. So yeah, like, there definitely is like some sort of like, oh, artists have their own type of style or whatever it is. And like when it comes to 3D modeling, I actually really do not like that idea or concept. I would rather be known for adapting anyone's style and putting it on the like properly doing that 3D model than be like, oh, this isn't my style, by the way. No, fuck that. People don't want that shit. I mean, some people do, but for me, it's like just a headache, basically. Like, doing a project like that is just simply a fucking headache. Unless, like, the thing is, like, unless you're like some super popular dude where like people are just happy that you did something for them. Like, yeah, I don't want to do none of that shit. Like, people, like, unless people are literally praying on an altar to get a fucking commission done from you, like, yeah, it's just not a good idea. Ignorance is your new best friend. Dude called ignorance. Maybe you'd be reduced to retopo and repainting. If you bring in AI into this, sure, I guess. In a way. But you're saying that as if like retopoing properly and then painting properly and then like rigging all of that properly is like a whatever skill. If that was the case, the Vroid artists would not fucking exist. And there absolutely are Vroid artists. Well, they call themselves Vroid artists. But what do you think being a Vroid artist is? It's literally just repainting and not even retopologizing. You see, those people don't even retopo. They just repaint and that's it. Sometimes they don't even re-rig, dude. I absolutely had multiple people coming to me telling me that they need their Vroid model being like re-rigged because they already paid $1,000 for it and it's not rigged properly. Imagine paying like $1,000 for a dog shit Vroid model and it's not even rigged properly. Not only that, once I got it, it had a material and a texture for each hair strand, and it had probably like 30 or 50 hair strands. Because that's how they make hair in Vroid. They don't really care about like splitting a single strand into multiple strands or anything like that. They just make as many strands as they want. The optimization and rigging, the true skill in this case, the AI would just generate the base model. I mean, the problem to me is that at this point is like, you're saying like retopology, but then like, why the fuck do I even need that if I don't use retopology to begin with? Like, I already don't retopology. I just straight up model. So the question is then, why the fuck do I need an AI or something like that? Like like the whole purpose of it is lost on me then. Fucked. Something got fucked here and it's not your mom. Unfortunate. Yeah, what is this? Oh, I know what it is. You look like a fool. Complicated. You're never gonna get debated. Promise me, Rexlex, that you're never gonna get debated. Debated. Interaction with the customer and the shared vision. Yeah. An art medium transfer engineer than an artist. Not saying that to belittle you. I heard Richard Bull on Twitch use that language when talking about his Japanese voodoo log carving. Yeah, you could sort of say that, I guess. I mean, obviously there is like a certain artistry involved, but I would I always have said that like it's more of a technical work than it is an artistic work, right? I mean, here's the thing. If you gave me a model that's like completely gray, right? Would I be able to like texture it and color it in a certain way? Yes, I would 100% be able to do that, right? Like, I'll be perfectly fine like figuring out like shading and colors and all that stuff all on my own, right? Whether it's face textures or body or like clothes or whatever, I am 100% okay with that, right? But like whatever I'm doing 90% of time is turning that 2D image into a like re-envisioning it as a 3D model, basically. 100% it's that, sure. It's a lot more technical work than it is artistic, I would say. At least the way it works in my brain, it's definitely more technical than it is artistic. Because once I look at an image, right? Like when I look at an image like this, like I don't see it in a I more see it in like a, how would this work in 3D? Like that's my first thought. And that's not artistic necessarily because it has to do with shapes and forms, right? Shapes and forms, I would say it's more technical. Although I don't know, maybe it's like a mix of both at the same time. I don't know. I don't know. The way would be more inclined to like your artistic liberties. No, like usually people come to me. I don't know. I mean, I would say people usually come to me because I am of my ability to turn whatever is on a image into a 3D model. Like you would think that like it's a easy, simple transition, right? But you haven't seen like people doing that on a shitty level. You see, that's like it's also like a sort of like a bias, right? If you only ever watch people that are good at it, you think that it's that simple. But you have never seen how people do dog shit models. You see? Like once you see how people do dog shit models, then you'll understand. Here's a Nagatoro 3D model that somebody made on Sketchfab. Sorry, give me a second. Here's a Nagatoro model I made in a while ago. Face is weird. Of course, it's fucking weird. Here's another Blender Nagatoro model. You might say, well, it's their artistic style, man. This is just how they do it. Sure. There's another one. No, Shonzo, it's their artistic style, you see? Autistic style. Yeah, so like I feel like a lot of that is like being lost as well with internet, because like you go on the internet, right, and you obviously go and like watch like best of the best, right? Whether it's like, doesn't matter whether it's digital art or 3D art, right? And you completely forget how dog shit art looks like. Like you forget how art looks like whenever people are just starting out doing art, and how fucking terrible it fucking is. I feel like in the past people could see that on like DeviantArt and shit like that, like in small enclosed spaces. But now that like Twitter is like bigger, and like being a digital artist in general is like bigger, and you have like individual names that are like popular and whatnot, right, in the digital art world. AI generated stuff. I feel like that's another thing that got added into the equation when it comes to stuff like that. With AI generated stuff, like anyone who has like no connection to art in general, like they will definitely not understand any of that shit. And you already sort of see that, right, with Zoomers. Like Zoomers think it's just like so fucking easy to like start drawing and shit like that, or get into like art and whatnot. Oh, can you give me a tip on how to do this? Can I do that? Can I do this? Can I do that? Zoomas. Okay. I need to make like some sort of a bra actually on top of this. See what I can do. All I want So the problem is that this is going to here. So I guess like my bra has to go like slightly like below this. But how the fuck do I connect it in the back? I'll figure it out. Isn't it way easier nowadays? There's so many resources covering a wide range of topics, not much thought when everything is presented on a silver platter. Yeah, but wouldn't you argue that presenting everything on a silver platter is actually a worse way of like learning things? Because whenever you have everything presented on a silver platter, you have this very bad way of thinking about things, which is like, oh, everything is that easy to learn because I have everything available at my hand. And then it even works. Sometimes it works like the opposite. It's like people are just don't want to learn it or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, like they're just trying to find even easier way of doing things instead of just doing things in general, and that's it. So you have a bunch of people that just end up with this idea that like, oh, it's just easy to do it. I don't know. Like I feel like whenever you present people things on a silver platter, like it doesn't work in their favor. Like, a good example is actually like donut tutorial. Like, okay, you did your donut, then what? Like most people don't know what the fuck to do after they do their fucking donut. By chance, my friend did a donut tutorial, and that he became a greatest artist in the whole wide world. I actually have to see a person. I yet have to see a person who did donut tutorial, and now they're like that was the starting point in their like 3D modeling career. I'm just a donut hater, alright, at this point. I'm a donut hater. Sue me. I'm the donut hater. Dee, 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 dee. Oh, my mom sent me a message.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
All right. Should I do like a small ring here and then connect it with like a strap? God, dude, I want to stream like earlier, but I just can't get my ass up in the fucking morning, dude. News. I genuinely stream. I start streaming whenever I can, like straight up. Like the only thing that I do when I get up is I get up, make food, eat, and then straight up stream. Like it's not even me being lazy about streaming anymore. It's just I just can't get up earlier. It's also cold, so it's hard to get up. Gotta force myself to get up at like 11 at least. Yeah, but then we're not gonna be able to sleep at all. That's the problem. I think we just have to force ourselves to get up at like 11 when your alarm starts ringing. Just straight up get up. Cause like I see your alarm, I'm like, okay, it's 11, I can sleep again. Like that's literally how I think about it. Continue sleeping, whatever. Yeah. I guess we sleep. But yeah, I mean, at least I don't have the whole thing of like not want like because I used to like before I went to Belarus, I was like, oh, I so don't want to stream and like do this shit. Now I just want to do shit. I want to do a lot of shit. Where's my commissions? Commission, guys, commission. Commission is open, by the way. Go on Twitter. There's like a commission form. Apply. Fanboys, furries, whatever the fuck you have. I do it. Oh. You drew a dog? That's dog. It's a nice dog. Give it a pee-pee. Broke? You broke ass. Nice dog. Why is his pee-pee red? That's actually not a bad drawing though. Actually drawing? What the heck? But do you know this song? All my life I've been gay. Lyrics. Your dad was a hater. So sorry, Rebel, it's just it, but for a limited time, it's 95% off. Make it 100k then. 100k, 95% off. A modern marketing, dude. That's literally just modern marketing, by the way. Is that even legal, by the way, as far as like paying taxes for items goes? Like if you're saying that like something is like $100, but then you're saying it at 50% off, aren't you paying tax off of like $100? Or like it's only based on what you like, on how much you sell? No regulations? Okay. I mean, I would feel like at least Europe would have something like that, but I guess like if you have like the high trust society, you don't really need that. Corporations are not like complete pieces of shit. Bedtime. I'm raining to you. I mean, ultimately, it's not like that bad, especially like in the days of internet when like people can just call out when there's like history of sales and shit like that, right? So they can't really fuck you over that much. But there is still like some level of fuck you over. Some level of fuck you over. Your mother. That they cry about that Christmas shopping is not as good as the recent years and shops make less money, and so-called experts say Germans must work more. Okay, dude. I absolutely love how like they fucked European consumers. First they fucked them with taxes, right? Then they literally fucked them with migrants. You can check the relative statistics on that. Rape statistics. And then they're like, oh, why are Germans not buying enough shit? Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe because it's like everything is more expensive and the wages haven't really gone up the same amount. Oh, do you see the thing about the farmers in Brussels? So first they impose like a bunch of taxes on farmers, like CO2 tax and like breathing tax. Like if you breathe, you have to pay a certain amount to the government. This tax, that tax, and now they want to import like goods from the countries that do not have any of those like restrictions. Like the fuck are they thinking about, dude? Like what is this retarded shit, dude? Like what the fuck is this retarded, absolute fucking retarded shit? Let's fuck over our farmers so everything is more expensive for them. But then like let's import all the crops from countries that don't even have regulations for that shit. You fucking retards, dude. Holy shit. Like, you wanna know who the true enemy of fucking Europe is? It's not rise of far right. It's this fucking soy, green, fucking... suicidal empathy motherfuckers, dude. I don't know, dude. EU should not have like as much power over countries. Like now they're doing the whole like, I mean, they already had that, right? Like fines for countries that do not let like migrants in. Now the fine is at like 60,000 or some shit like that. Like that's absolute fucking bullshit. Fining like countries that are part of the union. Like where's the money going exactly? And then like people say like it's the Russian bots who are talking about disbanding EU. No, it's not Russian bots. It's literally every single person who has like a free fucking will. Because they look at this shit and they're like, what the fuck is happening, dude? Also, if migrants are so fucking good, then why are you fining other countries that they're not letting them in? They're so good though. Fucking you, dude. I sort of understand like why they need like Russia as a boogeyman. Because if they didn't have Russia as a boogeyman, dude, EU would fall apart like within next couple years. Like think about it. That's why they need Russia to be the boogeyman. Because while the boogeyman exists, there is a need for some sort of union, basically. Because if not, Russia didn't exist at its current form, like it being aggressive and all that shit, like it would have no purpose whatsoever. Like literally zero fucking purpose. Maybe Europe poor again. Fucking retards, dude. Oh, what did you say, Dash? Nice dog. Where is it looking? Same circus Oregon, you need someone to blame all the bad things on. Russia blames EU for all the bad things, EU blames Russia for all the bad things. Meanwhile, rich oligarchs, both on Russia and EU side, are just sitting there, just... yeah, like living their best lives. exists for deregulated travel and shipping market. Yeah, but you can have deregulated travel and shipping market regardless of EU. You can literally have like individual you can have individual contracts between countries. You don't need like a zone for that. Or a zone should not have that much effect over your country. That's the biggest problem with EU, like European Union right now. The problem is that like it has way more power over it. Like otherwise, why the fuck would they fine like any other country for not letting migrants in? Like what the fuck? Like what is the fucking logic? I'm gonna fine you for 60,000 EU for each person that you're not letting in. Any country can leave EU at any point. Yeah, but the problem is anytime they do that, then EU will impose like certain tariffs and like some other dog shit on them to basically fuck with their economy. The same thing that they did with UK. Like UK's economy didn't go to shit because they left the EU. It was the EU that did all the fucking regulations and shit on them, and then it went to shit. A normal process with foreign countries, that's not true. They don't have same Ukraine is technically speaking a foreign country. They don't have like EU does not have bad relationship with Ukraine. Georgia is a foreign country. Now, at the time it didn't have bad relationship with EU. They only did that for UK because it was like a revenge thing. They did it to UK because UK left the EU, so they wanted to make an example of that if any other country leaves, we're gonna impose same shit on you as well. It was literally a fear-mongering tactics to other EU countries so they don't leave. It's like saying like, oh yeah, you can live like Islam anytime you want, except like if you live it, they will kill you. Yeah, like you can live at any point. You can't leave the EU and still get the benefits? Okay, then answer me this. Why does like Georgia have the benefits? Why does Ukraine have the benefits? Why does this other countries have the benefits? Even though they're not part of EU. What benefits? I don't know, like them giving you like a shit ton of money, I guess. And not having tariffs on like imported goods, or at least like it not being high. Not the same as UK. I get it, but like if you want to tell me that they only did it, like if you want to tell me that the it was not like a revenge thing that they imposed all of that shit on UK, I really don't know what to tell you. Maybe a bit of revenge in it? Okay, thank you at least for that. Thank you at least for agreeing that much. I mean, it's I'm not even saying that it's a bad thing. Look, if I was you, I would do the same thing because look, if there is no repercussion from leaving EU, right? Then all these other countries would say, okay, then why the fuck are we part of it? Especially when they're imposing on some of the stuff that we do not agree with, right? Like, we don't agree with, like, importing all these migrants. We don't agree with all this, like, for example, LGBTQ shit. Like, we don't want any of that stuff. Then everyone would leave, right? Because they would say, like, what is the purpose of being here then? Other than, like, EU imposing certain shit on us that we don't agree with. The benefits outweigh the downies, except if all of those countries could leave EU and then have individual agreements with each other for trade and travel, that would still work. But like I said, like, the only problem is that you have Russia. So, like, doing it right now is counterproductive. Because this is not the time to do shit like that. That's why I said, like, if Russia was not a threat, like, I feel like EU countries would do that. And if Russia is gonna be neutralized at some point and it's gonna not, it's not gonna be, like, causing any threat to EU, they will absolutely fucking do that. Or they should do that at least. I mean, let's be honest, the only reason why EU exists is it's, like, basically a soft power over all of EU countries. That's essentially what it is. It does take away their autonomy to a certain degree. Maybe it's not that bad, but it does definitely take certain autonomy. Beep, 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 beep. Immigration and the social ethic of education is not a political value. It's a society thing more than politics and economics. Dude, can you read that again? Can you please read that to yourself again? And tell me you're actually serious about that? If that's really true, then why is both of those things so fucking highly politicized? Tell me. Literally used for, like, campaign goals. Come on, you can't be that dishonest. You want this ethic to be politically controlled? That, like, giving up your freedom? Like, stuff. What are you talking about? So don't talk to me like that, bitch. I fucking hate speech like that. Oh, you want this to happen? You're a bad person or something? Shut the fuck up. Don't you fucking talk to me like that, you dumb fucking retard. Holy shit. You want to talk to me? Talk to me normally. What the fuck is this accusatory bullshit? Jesus Christ, dude. Like, both of those things are 100% politicized issues that are being used by political parties on, like, literally every fucking election. What the fuck are you talking about? It's not a political issue. What do you mean it's a social issue? If it's a social issue, then why is it that, like, for example, Poland being fined for them because the people in Poland do not want migrants in their country? Tell me. If it's not politicized, if it's only social, then why is it that they're being fined for it? Tell me. Explain me. That's monetary stupid. That's just my opinion, though. So it's stupid, but they're still doing it, but it's not really politicized, right? Like you understand that you contradict yourself, right? You're saying that it's not a political thing, but then I'm telling you that they're doing it because of politics, and now you're telling me that it's stupid. Okay, sure, but it's still happening, so it is political then. I'm a politically gay. Ah, what the fuck? Don't shoot, dude. Getting shot because of my political beliefs yet again. Sag. He drags you through the mud every time something happens. What is he talking about? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's 100% political issue that not only left-wing people are using it, right-wing people are using it for political points as well. Like, you want to tell me that's not the case? Okay, if you want to argue with me that like left is not using it, you have to agree that at least right is using it by your logic, which literally makes it a political issue then. Social thing to make it political, to have control over it, the chain of power. I don't have any of that. Yeah, but that's politics. Politics is a okay, you literally described what politics is. Politics is abusing social issues for political gain. That's what politics is. That's what politics have been for the entirety of humankind. It's taking social issues and then running your platform based on it. That's what politics is. Like, what are you talking about, dude? No, you can't be serious. You did, like, you right now described what politics is. It's taking social issues and then running your campaign on it. I hate this shit. Okay, thank you that you're at least like, you know, somewhat agreeing with it. And actually change your mind, I guess. Even though you didn't really specify it. But never misunderstand. It's all good, dude. Like, like, I have no problem arguing with people, right? But I'm not arguing to be right. I'm arguing to, like, find, like some sort of truth, right? But please, like, if you're talking with me or arguing with me, don't do like this accusatory, like, oh, so you believe in this, so you have to be a bad person shit. I really hate that. Don't do that. I try not to do that myself, so don't do it yourself as well. He's running. I do have to stop the stream though. because it's like I have like some things to do. But anyways, thank you everyone for hanging out. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream more or less. No hard feelings, again. I do throw some words here and there, but no hard feelings. I still appreciate you guys, even if we don't agree on some things. That's perfectly fine. But yeah, 3 hours was bro. Okay, I'm gonna force myself to get up early and start streaming at least 1 p.m. dude. I really want to do like 5-hour streams or 5-hour work time. I'll do that. Oh, that doesn't look bad. All right, anyways, yeah, I'll be done for today. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I really fucking hate, dude, you have no idea how much I hate streaming for like 3 hours. I hate that. But I also have to do other things now. Ongoing jokes since 2018. I know. I mean, there was a time. Hard feelings, push up. I'll do it. But first, do this. Join our Discord. Follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky. YouTube, Twitch. And then check out Booth Patreon and Booth Gumroad and Jinx. Here, I'm doing the push-ups. Alright, that's push-ups. That's lunges. Alright, I'm done. Alright, take care, guys. Fucking Drakatsuki is dead, dude.